Testing, testing, testing. Hello? Got something maybe. You guys hear me now? I definitely have some sort of audio line now, so maybe I got it. Probably coming from the, it's not coming from the blue, I don't know if it's coming from the blue snowfall or not, but I got some sort of line. There we go. All right, so we got something going on. They changed something in the settings of this. Anyways, well, I'm back. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you. I was just, like I said, I was just taking some time to come on, pop on, see what we're doing, show some coins, look at some rolls. I got a couple of APMEX rolls, excuse me, of dimes that I'm going to go through today. 2 rolls. So I always get plenty of rolls, some silver, and I got a couple of, let's see. Underneath the microscope after I get it open. But I want to open it up so you guys can see me open it. I don't have the back camera set up. I got to figure out if I can do that one and how to do it. So I'll work on that some more too. This is just the front camera, new setup. So awesome stuff. All right, I see some Mercs. This is I get the mixed roll, so I get a chance to get some Mercs. I do see a couple Mercs so far. Yep, there's some more. We're just gonna make a pile of them. Just go through and see if we get anything cool. Just some stuff to look at while we talk. So I'm presently trying to get that done. Get over to the Check, check, check. Did we lose sound when I was on that other screen? Because I've been running my mouth the whole time. Let me see if there's something I can do on that other one. I'm going to flip back. I can see it's got sound here. Let me flip back over onto the other one and update the sound over there. 1 second. How about now? We got it now? Looks like I do. There's something, they changed the way something works in this program or something, maybe because how I've got it in on this one. Yeah, we got the I just had to add a little audio input capture button on here, so we should be good from here on out. Sorry about that. I was talking the whole time, telling you what I got, showing you 44, talking about how you get some rosies in with your, or not some rosies, some Mercs in with your rosies when you buy them, like I do. I don't buy the specific. I buy the one that says, you know, it doesn't say that it's specific rosies or Mercs. Cost less, so you get what you get. D, that's a 60D. I think it's a good way to get them, because like I said, these are just for the stack. Kellen understands that. I'm certain. You know, we've got 2 rolls to go through today. This is the first. We're just in the first roll. This one's in decent shape. Got a little proofy back there. Nice and shiny. I wonder if that's I'll have to look at that a little differently. So I'm not the best with all the odds and ends, but that back looks a little proof-like. But the front doesn't. I know they have some dimes that had that issue. I'm going to set that one aside and just take a look at it again. That might be a special dime. Not that it's worth anything more, but it's still a special dime. Here's another 64. This has a little bit of silver tarnish on it. Just starting to, another D. Just starting to get some character on it. But yeah, so one of my strategies this year was to work on getting that guardhouse box full, and these rolls will be roll 29 and 30, and then the next one that I have coming in will be 31. So I like dimes. I really have. I think they're the fractional of the constitutional silver. This one's just a Philly. Got to have. So I think that you can, with dimes, you'll be able to do a lot with. So it's definitely something you should have in your stack in case things go crazy. So we can get that done. This one has a mint mark. Another D. All right, so the flame is more detailed, makes it a proof reverse. So let's look at that again. I like quarters too, but I can quarters will be my next stack. I've got a lot of halves. I don't know if that's more detailed. There's definitely a little more detail in there. Let's slide it in and get a better look at it. There's a little more detail in there, but not enough that I could really say that that's a proof. So I'll just stack that back up on the stack then. All right, I'll pull it back up so we can get a little wider shot now. All right, that's a 64. Definitely looks good for a dime. Yeah, but dimes are definitely there. I really like my dimes because I have all kinds of dimes. I have, you know, Canadian dime. I have like 3 rolls of Canadian dimes too. And I've got a whole dime book. So, well, that definitely is a 63, but she took some heat there. Or is it just the way the shine is? No, definitely took a little bit of damage on that 3. You going to work? All right, have a good day. My son's going to work. I got to work overnight. So I'm just kind of killing some time, looking at some dimes. This one's got some yuck on her. 1956. But I don't clean them. Like I said, I just stack them. Out of Denver. So we definitely don't have any more Mercs in this roll. Here's another 64. It looks like it's out of Denver again. Yeah, right there above my finger. Oop. Problem with this microscope, it just doesn't. It's so sensitive. It does what it wants. Probably should get a better one, but I need to find a better tripod set up first. 63 again with some smuts on it. And that's also Denver. Nothing spectacular, no full bands, no nothing that sticks out. Comes another 64. And again, it's a Denver. Yeah, quarters. Problem with quarters. The only problem with quarters over dimes is I like to keep my orders around 220, so I can do them frequently. Quarters, that's just a roll of quarters at a lot of points. Although now that their prices are coming down, here's another 64. A roll of quarters might be on the agenda. But I've also been working on them 5-ounce bars. I think I got 6 of them now. So that's 30 ounces right there with those 6 5-ounce bars. And I know, Kellen, I know I'm just an amateur compared to you, but I've put together a decent amount of silver overall. I'm definitely not somebody to brag about having all the silver in the world, but I'm definitely somebody, if I pull it out, a lot of people will go, damn, that's a lot of silver. So it's all about perspective. My perspective is I'm a stacker. I'm a neophyte stacker comparatively. And some of the people I watch have been doing this for a long time, where I just got restarted again recently. 46. And it has a mint mark. And it's a Denver. So, what you guys think? You guys enjoying looking at some dimes, or are they boring? I could show you the... No, I don't have that there. We can take a break here in between rolls. I'll show you some golden quarters. Oh, I do? Huh. Yeah, but you got more silver than I do, I'm sure. But that's okay, because, it's not a contest. It's what we can each afford, and that's the thing about it. Stacking is how it fits into your financial situation. My youngest son is 25 years old. He just happens to live with me now. For no other reason than he came back to help out around here when I was hurt and hasn't left. He's looking at some things. Another 64. He's looking. He wants to. When he moves out this time, he wants to have his own place. So I can respect that. And he's welcome here as long as he wants to be here. 62. No mint mark. So definitely, he's definitely appreciated around here most of the time. Now, when he eats the last of the peanut butter and doesn't replace it, then he gets on my nerves. But other than that, it's okay. Okay. But that's just kids. You're sitting at 3 5-ounce. But yeah. Okay, so that's 15 ounce of your 7 million ounces you have. Shoot. I think I have to do a full count again here soon. I haven't sold any, so all I've done is add 63. So if you've ever seen my what does series, I might just pick up where I left off and go from there. But I might start it all over again and just do a total year end or year beginning. Fiscal year, she says. So I can show you guys where we're at. Oh man, I need to get a new mat. I need a different color mat. This white mat was not a good idea. Okay, if it picks up dirt and coin dirt and all kinds of stuff pretty well what we got here. Some bands, not quite full bands. Here's a 57 coming at us. So what do you do, Callan? Do you flip yours at all, or you just like me, you just stack it like a dragon? I know you say you melt it, but we know better that you don't melt anything that doesn't deserve to be melted. I still need to melt that that one round I have. I have a Mint ID round, and I'm gonna melt it because it just aggravates me that it's got a RFID chip in it. If I had not won that, it never would have found its way into my collection. Another D64D. $62. No, it's not for your collection. It's one I'm going to melt and turn into something else. That's a D. I don't have as much. Yeah, but you have more. You have more than most people realize, I think. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you flip it or not. Definitely now is the time to be accumulating with the prices falling. Again, yes. So one of these times, these people that are manipulating the silver market are going to lose their hindquarters, and they're going to need to figure out. We got 5 dimes left in this roll. There's a 62 with some kind of dirt / toning on it. 62D. Yeah, she got a little bit of dirt. On her. Yeah, that's pretty much. I don't buy premium pieces. All the premium pieces I got either one or I bought with the intention of flipping, and I just ended up keep hanging on to them, or they were gifts. And if they're gifts, I try not to get rid of. There's an S. Oh, nice little S on that 40. What was it? 46. 46S. A little bit of wear on the edge. The that's good, Les. That's still more than most people have. Anytime once you get over 10 ounces, you're in the top like 5% of the world's stacking people. It's when you get into the top 2% and 1% is when you've got crazy amounts. And I'm probably in, I don't know, maybe the top 3%. I don't know. I'd have to look before I say that. I just know, but that's all human beings on Earth, not all stackers. I mean, I don't remember what the exact breakdown was. I just know that as you go, cat hair, black cat hair, gotta love it. Black cat's over sleeping somewhere, being a good cat for a change. All right, so here comes the last one from the roll, another 57D. So that's we got 47 Rosies and 3 Mercs in that roll. So let's take a break real quick. We're gonna look at some other ones. I got some gold and got these from Andy through Handy Andy's good stuff that he sends out. So when you get his rolls, I got these. These are quarters. They're golden quarters, so they're gonna come up as looking a little yellowish. These are the state quarters. Let me adjust this. You're looking through plastic, so it's a little different. A lot of the scratches will be on the plastic. This is Tennessee. Yeah, they definitely shine differently. So that's 2002. These are gilded. They're kind of cool, but I probably wouldn't have bought them. But winning them, I'll hang on to them. They don't have any value in the gold that's on there. It's like electroplated, 24 karat electroplated. So there's like maybe between these, every one I'm going to show you, I might have a dime's worth of gold, if that. At West Virginia, founded in 1863. Coin was made in 2005, and that's the New River Gorge Bridge. somewhere. Okay, right there. And then I got a second West Virginia, so it's the same thing. So I'm not going to waste our time on that. And this is a Virginia. I used to live in Virginia. Now I live in North Carolina. Wisest decision I made. 2000. It's got Jamestown, celebrating Jamestown, 400 years in 2007. And it has the ships that came to Jamestown. If you've ever been to Jamestown, they still have the ships out there, or recreations. I'm sure they are by now. They keep them up pretty good. We got Indiana, 1816 was when it was. Crossroads of America. Got Indy cars on it, 2002. And that is a Philadelphia. And like I said, the reason I just grabbed these because they're sitting right over here. So we got a Philly right here, and it is a Mississippi. Got some flower. I don't know if that's a magnolia. Yeah, it looks like a magnolia. Magnolia tree, magnolia flowers. Yeah, because it is the Magnolia State. Used to have a magnolia tree in my yard growing up. That was one of the craziest trees in the world. Thing dropped hand grenades. They use electroplating less. So basically, they put like a little tiny bit of copper or zinc or something on top of the coin that'll lets it hold the gold, and then they'll put gold into a solution, some sort of electrolyte solution, and use some electricity, and it'll cause the coin to break down, the gold to break down and go and attach itself to the coin. It's an interesting process. If you've ever seen it, they do it for different things than just coins. So 1999, I've seen somebody who's actually done something similar to refined silver, and it is kind of cool. He'll end up growing crystallized silver. Yeah, so it's definitely a process that they do, and that they go ahead and get done. All right, so here's time for our second roll. So how's the quality on the screen? I know the sound should be okay because it's coming through that blue snowball microphone. That's a good microphone when it's working. It should give me a decent bass, so I sound like a person, not some little tinny person. All right, so I'm gonna open up this roll, dump out the next 50 times, and then see what we'll do from there. Good, thanks, Les. All right, so got our next set. I'm just going to start from one end and keep going, and we'll find what we find as we get it. Keep track of our mercs. Put it back on the camera. Let me adjust it again. There we go. 1950. That's the year. Flipping it over, and we got an S. It looks like an S-Mint. Nice 1950 S. All right, this one's a little dirty. Got some grime on it. It's grimy dime time. 48. And that's a Denver. Seen some circulation there. All right, pulled out. What do we pull out this time? Pulled out a 64. Look at that gouge. Took a gouge right by the eye. And that's a D. All right. A little bit of circulation on this one. 53. Some smoothness. And that's a D also. Been a lot of D's this time. You never know what you're going to get because they just throw them all in a hopper when they get them. Roll them up and get them done. 64. D. These are from people who sell their collections or their stacks to APMEX, or they buy it at auctions and such. 47. So you never know what you're going to find. I filled up a whole dime album out of buying these like that. 46. So you definitely get some good stuff. And that's a 46S. But, you know, I've also, like I said, this is roll 30 we're working on right now. 64, so I've bought a few dimes over my time. Comes another 64 maybe? 62. Oh, nice. 62, and that's out of Denver. Haven't had any mercs jump out at me this time. 56. A little bit of edge damage on this one. Took a little smack right there. And it is a D. And on the opposite side as well. I wonder if somebody was thinking about doing some sort of jewelry with this one and decided not to. Okay. A nice shiny back. That's an S mint. $46. That one might have been polished. Another 64. A little bit of grime in there. No mint mark. 62. Denver. $64. Maybe. Right there. 64. No mint mark. $49 here, maybe. 49. No mint mark. $58. D. A little bit of damage on this one, just bent. A little bent, nothing major. 47. No mint mark. No mint mark on this one, and it is a 57. Okay, what do we have here? 56. No mint mark. $19.60. Denver. No, actually, Kellen, I don't. So I do a lot with APMEX. The closest one that I found that I like is in Elizabeth City, and that's more than a 2-hour drive. There's supposedly some in Raleigh, but that's like an hour and a half, and I haven't managed to do anything. They do have coin shows in Raleigh. Occasionally they'll have one in the town where I work at, Rocky Mount, but it's usually only got a few tables, like 5 or 6 tables. So it's kind of hard and thin here. I got to really drive to get someplace. So if I'm going somewhere, I always try to see if there's something going on. Take a couple, some money with me. The guy in Elizabeth City, though, if he wasn't so far away, I'd definitely give him more business. 57. Because when I was doing it, I got some decent halves and quarters from him. Because I could go in there and spend $100. I don't have to worry about shipping. But the difference now is the gas prices to drive that far. And even though I get 30 miles at a gallon, you're talking 2 hours worth of driving. That's 120 miles one way. So you're talking 240 miles. So you're definitely talking 7+ gallons worth of gas at $3 a gallon. Let's just say $3, even though it's more than $3. At $3 a gallon, you're your shipping costs are gone. So that's why I do the two. I try to buy the $200 at a time through APMEX. And the guys that I go to, he has a lot of slab stuff, but he definitely gets some interesting constitutional and some foreign, and he had some 65% foreign one time I was in there. I should have bought, but I didn't. I wasn't as strong into foreign at that point, and that was right before everything got crazy. Yeah, I went to a pawn shop that was close by. It was in Greenville, and they ripped me off, and I didn't realize that I was talking. My wife was talking, and we got out to the when I got to the car back to the house and checked. They didn't give me a receipt. We did that. We ran the numbers. They actually charged me for a whole another piece dollar than they gave me. So I tried to get it back. They didn't. So they lost a customer forever, which is a big mistake when you got somebody who comes into your pawn shop to buy, not to sell. So I don't bother with them. And then everybody else is just, there was one guy he was in a flea market. Ouch, $7.50 a gallon in UK. That's crazy. Yeah, but you guys have better public transportation for the most part than we do. Where I'm at, they do have a bus, but it's a joke. Not that I'd even try to ride it. I definitely 51, no mint mark. Definitely where I'm at, it wouldn't be worth it. 52, I'd spend more time on the bus waiting than I would getting where I needed to go. 52, no mint mark. 54 coming at us. A little bit of well, see, that was the thing. I had a pawn shop when I lived in Norfolk where you could go get stuff and they wouldn't rip you off. But I used to walk in, I guess because my dad worked for some pawn shops, I knew the deal, and I would always go in and negotiate prices. But when it comes to metals, you don't have a lot of negotiating room. And I know they're getting good deals, and I don't fault them for that, but you just don't charge somebody for something that you don't sell them. 53, and that's my only issue, and that's a D, because if they're gonna sell me something, I already know how much it's worth. I know that it's been used or stolen, or both. 53D, so I know what I'm getting into. Yeah, the flea market guy, he's not in. He's mostly numismatic. Exactly. I went in there a couple times looking for silver, and he has very little. So I was just like, okay, well, you can limit yourself. I'll just find someplace else. Not a big deal. But like I said, I get most of my pneumatic stuff is either gifts or like I'm still working on my penny book, and I'm down to the point where the pennies are expensive. So I think I need 5. So when you get down to 5 pennies, one of them's worth $500 in bad shape. 52 D. All right, this one doesn't look like it had any merc dimes in it. Wah, no merc dimes. Oh well, 1950. I didn't pay for merc dimes, so I'm not going to cry about it. 1950D. I was thinking about doing some crazy stuff, like maybe doing some roll openings. I could get some barber, or not barber. I can get barbers, but I could get some Franklins in different levels of circulation, and we could sell them online for a certain dollar amount per, and we just take it, and whoever's next in the roll would get the next coin. We'd have to figure out how to pay for the whole roll and everything. Definitely be something. That's something that people would be interested in. It would be something I'd be willing to do, because it's spot a couple $100 and get it all done, and then charge by the coin. And if you want 2 coins, I'll ship it all out to you and get it to you. The more coins you get, we'll just randomize the coin roll where you get them at in the roll and go through the roll and see what we get. It'd be something that would be interested. Is an antique shop? Yeah. There's an antique shop right in town, and they have coins, but they don't have any silver, and they don't even have friggin' silver flatware for sale cheap. So, because I would take silver flatware and melt it down and make it work. All right, last dime. Been through 2 rolls of dimes. It's a 1960. Oop. Might help if I showed it to you. 1960. Looks decent shape. Does it have a mint mark? Looks like it does. And it has a Denver. So that's what you get from APMEX. Like I said, nothing spectacular, but definitely fun to look at some dimes. I got another roll coming. Should be here in about a week or so. Depends when they ship it. You know, then you buy it with bank transfer funds or e-checks. They take their sweet time because they know they already got their money and they're not worried about it. And you're not worried about you going to the bank and saying, I didn't get my stuff. Because they know you got a while. So they'll eventually get me. They haven't ever let me down. That's the one thing about APMEX. The one time that they sent me something that was incorrect, they actually made it right. So I'm okay with that. The customer service is slow but good. So we got 3 Mercs. So meow hair, yeah, kitty, yeah. There's all kinds of cat hair in my house. I got too many cats. Too many cats, and they're all my buddies. So, but yep, 3 Mercs out of 100 coins. We got 3 Mercs, so that's a full roll of rosies. And I didn't even bring any rolls with me, did I? So I'm gonna have to get some rolls out of the back, and we'll roll these up, get them in the stack. Let's see if I got my partial roll out here, so I can get 3 rosies out of there. And put the Mercs back in. Oh, the bees are back. It's that time of year. Nope, those are all Canadians. Here's a Canadian dime for you to look at. King George. $19.43. 80% silver. I thought this was going to be my dime roll, but it wasn't. Oh, we'll make Kellen happy too. Hold on a second. Make Kellen happy here real quick. 1958. Out of Denver. That's a quarter. Forgot I had old George sitting here. Let's see what I can do here. In George we trust. Alright, so I have 1 rosy on this roll, so I only have 1 extra rosy. Alright, so I guess we're going to make a mixed roll to go in there with a couple Mercs in it. And then, just so you don't think I only have 1, there's a 50. Hey, Jimmy LeCarry, how you doing, buddy? I'm sorry, I was running my mouth not looking up. And there's another one right there. So I put one of the Merc dimes in that roll. Put this away. I don't even know what I have sitting out here anymore. We looked at those. Now we looked at those 2 quarters. Went through 100 dimes real quick. I think these are all. Well, there's a Barber dime still in a. Here's one from Andy. It's a Barber dime, a 1911 S mint. So it's still in the sleeve. I didn't take it out yet. And it's an S Mint, little S right there on the back, 1 dime, 1911, over 100-year-old dime. Like I said, this is just stuff I have sitting here. Here's a 1902 Barber. No mint mark. Here's a 1911 V nickel, also just sitting here, a little slick. So you always get cool stuff from other people, stuff that they like, stuff that you might not be into as much, but always get some neat stuff. Just to make Kellen laugh. Here's a Caribou for you. King George again. Here's the date on this. Oh, it's right there, 1940. There's this little small roll of Canadian quarters. There's like 5 of them there, including one nice, bright and shiny Elizabeth. The late Queen E2, QE2. That's a 62. It's in decent shape. A lot of shine to it. Yeah, I got a lot of weird stuff that I've collected over the past few years that people have I've won, and people I've bought and been part of gifts. Like here's a couple pennies I haven't done anything with yet. I didn't even know what they are. What is this one? $19.19. Wheat cent. Beat up. Little dirty. 52D. Wheat cent. Better shape than the last one. 2009 D. That's one of them presidential cents Andy sends out. And another 2009. Another presidential one. Oh, definitely cool stuff. I don't have any Canadian 20-cent pieces, Kellen. I don't have stuff that's bazillion years old. What's this? Oh, here's a shekel, or not shekel. This is Rayleigh. Some foreign coin just happens to be sitting here. I don't speak Hebrew. It's from 2000. Decent little microscope. Nothing spectacular though. So I guess that's about all we're gonna do today. Time for me to clean this mess up, get some other stuff done. We've been on here a little bit. Thanks for all the help, everybody who helped me. I appreciate it. When we got started, had some audio issues. Seems to have gotten those fixed since then. I'll go around and add this little new thing that you need to make your audio capture work on each one of the screens, so that way I don't have this issue next time. But thanks for hanging out with me. Creeping up towards 1,000. Hopefully, eventually, I will get there. One day, they keep telling me I'll get there. And we'll see what we have going on. I'm going to try to do more. We've been going about 48 minutes. I'm going to try to do more live streams as we go, so we can get used to seeing my ugly face. And I just got to figure this stuff out and get it straight. So I got a better setup. I got better internet now. So I definitely should be more involved. I have some Pokemon cards that I can rip. I've got, of course, I'm always getting silver coming in. I should have waited with the last Andy batch to show y'all that, but I didn't. And here's some 40. I got lots of halves too. There's another. So how many 40s do we have here now? So just this roll, which is the working roll. $2, $4, $6, $6, $8. So $2 more and this will fill up another roll of 40s. I'm not as big of a fan of 40s, but they stack, so I'll definitely keep stacking them. So I got tons of them. And then what's here? These are all just NIFCs, 2009, 2009, 05, 06. Alrighty. Well, thanks bunches for hanging out with me for a little while today. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Peace. Dollar out.